It is now 5:13, and how prepared are you for a pet emergency? You hope that a life-threatening emergency doesn't happen, but knowing what to do and who to call can greatly improve the outcome.
Our senior health correspondent and pet parent to Fergus, Monica Robbins, has the story.
It came up during last week's Ready Pet Go on choosing a boarding facility or pet sitter. First aid and CPR certification is a must. Maureen, Holly, and Dave brought up a good question after the story aired.
Even producer Megan pointed out how many of us know pet CPR that have pets. I know, it makes me feel like I need to get up to speed on things.
Right. And that would be a negative for me.
We went to the experts at VCA, Great Lakes Veterinary Specialists in Warrensville Heights. Dr. Katie France is a veterinary emergency and critical care specialist.
I deal mostly with patients that have suffered severe trauma or have been sick for several days and are in really bad shape.
Dr. Katie's checklist at home includes a pet first aid kit stocked with a number of items. Have some ice packs in the freezer, too. Also, know the location of the nearest vet ER and have the number handy. Another number you'll need, poison control for pets. The ASPCA has a dedicated line. Jot it down in your first aid kit. In your pantry, have some corn syrup just in case.
A lot of diabetic pet owners already know this, but having Caro syrup on hand, not only for those patients, but also for very small puppies, kittens, and giving that to them to help get their blood sugar up is also something to make sure they have around.
Knowing pet CPR is important too. We encourage everyone to take a class, but here are a few basics. Having 2 people improves the odds.
Because one person is giving chest compressions and giving breaths while the other person is driving to an emergency hospital.
About 100 compressions per minute. Large animals, it's hand on top of hand. Smaller animals, slightly different and less forceful.
So we're actually going to use 1 thumb and then 4 fingers and squeeze basically right over where the heart is.
Breaths are mouth to snout. Close their mouth, cover their nose with your mouth, and about 10 deep breaths per minute. You'll find both demonstrations on wkyc.com in our Ready Pet Go section. Our pets are family. Knowing what to do when they're hurting is one of the most loving things we can do for them. Monica Robbins, 3 News.
And as Monica mentioned, both those demonstrations are on wkyc.com. The Red Cross also has an online class that you can sign up for. Takes only about 35 minutes, but it is time well spent.
I'm going to tell you a story. So, you know, we give our dogs the heartworm pills and things like that every month. And I recently had a situation where one of mine was choking, and I did not know what to. They're fine.
Yeah,
They're fine. And I just kind of tapped the back and it came out, but I was scared in the moment. I thought, oh my gosh, I really don't have this kind of training for my pets.
It is scary. My dog Shadow ate one of those neon light bracelets and necklaces that my daughter got, the neon one. And all of a sudden I see foaming at the mouth and him doing that. Foaming at the
I would be on the floor. Somebody need to give me CPR.
Good news. So I didn't know what to do. I just called the pediatrician, the veterinarian. We took him to the hospital and they said he's totally fine.
To be safe.
That is not tech.
And there are those emergency pet numbers, which I always have on hand too.